So what were your initial feelings about GTE?
It was hard,
Lonely,
Difficult, complicated,
confusing,
overwhelming,
tiresome,
stressful,
abrupt.
conflicting.
isolating, bombarding, lost.
I was assigned Kraus-Salsi as my dorm for GTE, and I had Tuesday, Thursday, 8 a.m. classes, so I had to figure out how to commute to campus, and it was terrible because it was almost like a hour-long commute that I had to prepare for, and compared to Atlanta, where it was just a 7-minute walk from Towers to the library, it was a huge change, and especially the language barrier and figuring out the bus stops and getting on the right bus, that was a huge thing. And just in the morning, it was super exhausting. And considering other people had closer dorms to GTE made me feel like it was unfair, and it was a lot to handle at first.
Coming to Georgia Tech Europe, I struggled a lot with cooking and eating at first. I didn't have a lot of friends when I got here, and it was very difficult for me to do what was once social, eating with friends, talking, laughing, having a good time. But once I got here, I had to cook for myself and find out how to use the grocery stores, and doing all of that, navigating that by myself was very difficult for me.
When soccer is such a big part of your life, it becomes kind of needed to play it every once in a while at least. Sometimes when you move places, when you leave home for a little bit, you don't find a place or people to play with you, in which case it kind of becomes a little lonely. You have to work it out by yourself and figure what to do.
When I was first considering study abroad, 3 of my closest friends had also signed up for GTE alongside me. And ever since then, we talked about all the possible trips we could take and all the memories we would make. However, throughout the school year, they slowly dropped out of the program one by one as they got internships. My best friend was the last to drop out, 3 weeks before the program started, meaning that I hadn't really planned any trips with other people because I was prepared to be mostly traveling with her since she was my best friend. Therefore, as I prepared to come into GTE, I was nervous because I thought that I wouldn't have anyone to travel with, and overall I just felt kind of lonely. I'd hear others talk about their upcoming trips, and I'd be worried I was left to travel solo.
So on the bus rides to campus, I met Braden and Pranav, and I got closer with them over time as we studied for the quizzes together and just made the overall commute. And I got to meet more people on the walks there, and I realized that us Salsi people are together and we face the same issues. And I got to meet more people, and I had lunch with them, and I got so close to them that we even ended up doing trips together at some point, and we got to see a lot of places together. And I'm so grateful that GTE has given me this experience to meet more people. And I'm thankful that I was able to see new sites with people and go through the same things together.
After I started making more friends with the people on my hall, we would do little dinner parties. We would get together, each make a dish, bring some wine. We would set up in someone's room, bring a lot of chairs and get some people in there, and we would all eat together and laugh and have fun, which was much more like what I was accustomed to when I was at Georgia Tech, and that really brought a sense of community for me.
Finally, once you meet those friends in which have the same mentality, miss the same sports you do, want to do activities with you every once in a while, everything becomes more clear and everything becomes, you have a brighter perspective on life. It was kind of fun to go out, text my friends, tell them, hey, let's kick the ball around for a little bit. And then be as excited as you are, go outside with one ball and 2 people and just have a blast at it. It's nothing, there's nothing like it.
Soon after classes began, I realized my worries of being alone were very small. Since my friends dropped out, I was forced to branch out and make new connections. Thus, I met so many new people in my classes, both old high school friends I never thought I would get the chance to talk to again, and new people. I traveled to so many countries and made so many memories. Even though I traveled alone for a few trips, I'm so content with my experience here. Whether it's a small act of doing makeup with friends before going out, or laughing and talking while traveling on a train, I am really glad that I came to GTE.
So how do you feel about GTE now?
I made a lot of friends.
Made a lot of friends.
I learned how to cook new recipes.
Learned to navigate.
I learned about new cultures.
Tried new food.
I made local friends.
Met new people.
Saw cool landmarks.
Tried things I would not be able to otherwise.
I joined a new community.